José Eduardo Dos Santos, who ruled Angola for nearly 4 decades, winning a brutal civil war and overseeing an oil-fueled boom that did little to alleviate poverty, died at the age of 79. Known within his party as the architect of peace, the quietly spoken Dos Santos saw his legacy increasingly tarnished by allegations of rampant corruption and nepotism, particularly after fighting ended in the southwest African country in 2002. What does the fall of this leader who ruled Angola for 38 years mean for the country? And why does his legacy draw divided opinion? Here's a brief look at the life of the once accidental president. This is the hospital in Barcelona, Spain, where the Angolan president, José Eduardo Dos Santos, breathed his last. Residents of Angola's capital, Luanda, reacted to the death of a man who ruled the country with an iron fist for 38 years.
The death of José Eduardo Dos Santos was shocking for everyone. He was an impeccable nationalist. He contributed a lot to the country, so we have to bear the pain. He contributed a lot not only to Angola, but to foreign countries as well.
I think he made a lot of positive changes for Angola. He changed a lot of things in the country, and I have good memories of him. These days, we are always listening about the bad things he did, but I really think he did it all for the best.
He frequently described himself as an accidental president, taking the reins after Angola's first leader, Agostinho Neto, died during cancer surgery in 1979. Born in 1942 to immigrant parents from the archipelago of Sao Tome, Dos Santos had grand ambitions and joined the then nascent People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA. Like many of his fellow liberation fighters, he spent his early 20s in exile in the Republic of Congo before moving to Baku in Azerbaijan. Then, Baku was part of the Soviet Union. He went there to study petroleum engineering. There, he met his first wife, Tatiana Kukanova, a Russian chess champion with whom he had his first and most famous daughter, Isabel. By 1977 and the death of Neto, Dos Santos was among a half a dozen senior MPLA members with a shot at the leadership. He won partly because he seemed like the weakest candidate. Although he would increasingly be regarded by his critics as a dictator, it was his apparent willingness to compromise and stand by election results in 1992 as part of a UN negotiated peace process that would seal the popularity of his party. Between 2002 and 2014, as oil production grew in tandem with booming prices, the size of Angola's economy multiplied by 10. From $12.4 billion to $126 billion. Long regarded as untouchable, Angolans were shocked when he stepped down before an election in 2017. And even more so when his hand-picked successor, João Lourenço, turned on him, going on an anti-corruption campaign that would land Dos Santos' son in jail. His eldest daughter, Isabel, became, according to Forbes, Africa's richest woman and youngest billionaire, worth about $3 billion. Forbes has since dropped Isabel from its list of billionaires because of the asset freezes. Dos Santos once said he would like to be remembered as a good patriot. He, however, never specifically responded to allegations that he had allowed corruption to become rampant. Isabel suspects foul play and has asked for a post-mortem to ascertain her father's cause of death. A Spanish court has also ruled that an autopsy should be performed on the body of the late former president.